Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update to start the new trading week, we have quite a bit to go over. XRP's holding on. It came down to the 524 support area. We're back over 53 cents. But we've got a lot of stuff we're going to have to go over here today. We've got Ripple lawsuit to see SEC response on Monday. XRP nears 4.5 million mark in liquidity pools. So we'll take a look at that. And then we'll also take a look at some shifting by whales done here. Before the May 6th deadline, we've got whales move 28 million XRP before Ripple versus SEC's May 6th deadline. So we'll see what the whales are doing as well. And then we'll get into some pretty deep technical analysis. We've got already to start the week, the US dollar crashed below 105. We're at 104.96 here. As we know, not too long ago, the US dollar had made quite the spike. And we were teetering on some pretty generous numbers there. We got up to 106.23 roughly, close to 107. Use that as a rejection. And now if this plays true, we should come back down in a unified fashion down to 103.36. So that's going to be interesting. Gold's off to a hot start this morning, up 23 bucks or 1.03%. Silver's up 76 cents or 2.87% to $27.30 an ounce. You've got gold at $2,325 an ounce right now. You've got B2 gold up about 2.4%. They've got earnings on the 7th. So tomorrow, I think it's the 7th on B2 gold. So that is definitely something to pay attention to. Earnings season is a nice time of the year, especially when the prices are going to be pushed up against the prices of gold right now. Last time they had earnings, you're talking it was pushed up against gold prices nowhere near where we are right now. So it was based off of last year's pricing. So now it looks like we're going to get some of that residual effect here. So we'll see what happens during earnings. But it's always a very nice time with commodities to be in earnings, especially when you're anticipating beats on the earnings. So that's something. We got DGB up 11.3% today to 1270. DGB has played that inverse head and shoulders out very nicely here. We'll get into the intro, but I just wanted to make sure to hit DGB before we get into the major XRP coverage. You had the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and it bounced out. Resistance is up here at 1383 if it plays out properly. And as of right now, DGB is absolutely playing out beautifully right now. As some of the market crumbled earlier, DGB decided to, do its own thing. So not surprised by DGB. We've talked about it the last couple of days in the last week about the technical move up. So glad to see DGB is outproducing the market. And the rest of the market could have had an overzealous dump off. But we'll get into XRP. We'll get into the rest of the market in just a second. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. It's very, very vital for my community to continue to grow, for you to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend the updates. What that means is when you scroll through your YouTube newsfeed and you're trying to find something to watch or something that piques your interest, my content pops up to newer, older viewers, and that's a way for us to continue to expand the audience. So I do thank everybody who does hit that like button. Allows YouTube to recommend this video and push us through the algorithm a little bit more. So with that being said, good morning. 9:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, May 6th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I know I've got a lot of questions about my son as well, my 4-year-old who hasn't been feeling well. He hasn't gotten sick in a few days, but he's still just drinking fluids. He hasn't had the appetite to eat yet, so it's been 5 days of fluids, Pedialyte, and things keep him hydrated. He's showing no signs of dehydration, but it's always it's never fun when not eating because they're not feeling good. So I'll keep everybody updated, but we'll see what today has in store for us. So XRP right now is up 0.66% to 53.27 cents. We're sitting in a pretty nice spot right now. Okay. So what happened here is XRP fell through. We went up to 54 cents a second time, went a little bit higher than that. We ended up hitting 54.69, came all the way back down, retested the rising channel support, which is not a bad thing if you're going to continue bullish. It's just we don't want to create any kind of topping formation. So we came down perfectly to that 52.4, 52.5 area. We tapped the rising channel support. And now it's one of those things. Are we going to pull off something similar to a DGB style? Because we know DGB had that inverse head and shoulders before it broke out 12%. So, I mean, how are we looking at this? Are we looking at it like this, and like this? And then maybe try to push out of here? That's obviously a question we can have for ourselves. But right now, we've maintained below a critical resistance level. Critical. Now, that could be a hammer or an inverted hammer candle. It's hard to tell right now, because there is 10 hours and 18 minutes. This could very well roll right through there too, and then turn out to be a reversal candle. So we'll see if we can get some top end pressure here as the day goes on, and see if we can contend with that 54-cent mark and possibly push up this time, as we've still got 10 hours and 18 minutes to go on this daily candle. So we'll see how that reacts right now as well. But DGB, I mean, it's going to be volatile. It's going to be volatile. It pushed out that technical move. So we'll see if it has further correction now, or if it can continue going a little parabolic here. XRP as well right here with the cup and handle formation. It's important because even when we came back down last night, there's no chance of putting this in jeopardy at all. We came down, we retested the rising channel, and now if we want to do this properly, we should push up to 54 cents, and ultimately this should play us up to that 59.5 cent mark, which is the mid-tier handle resistance. Actually, in current times, it's about 58.8 cents, as every single day it starts to come down that downtrending resistance. And if you're not familiar with the cup and handle setup for XRP, let's pull this into the weekly. And that's what we're sitting on. Handle supports maintained. Through the weekly candle closes, we've maintained. It looks like we have an inverted hammer to start this weekly, which is actually a bullish pattern. It's a bottoming well, it's actually a continuation formation. And this could help in the fact that we're looking like we're bottoming a little bit here. But there's still a lot remain to be seen for XRP. We still need to maintain and break over this very key 5407 level, and ultimately start pushing up towards that 58.8 cent mark roughly. So that's what I'm going to look for today. I'm going to see if we can maintain this very critical support level, and can we start pushing up now? That's the biggest thing for me right now. Can we start pushing up? And can we start breaking past this very key resistance at first level is 54.07 cents, which we got rejected twice at. So that's obviously, I don't want to see that. If we're going to continue out to that 58, 59, well, 58.8 or 59 cent level, we're going to have to push past that very key resistance. Right now, Bitcoin, it had a dump off, but it is eating and absorbing it right now. We're down 83 points or 0.13%. We're at 63,943. We're trying to absorb this move. We talked about on the weekly how it looked like it had a hammer candle, and it's up to your interpretation, but now it looks like it's got a little bit of an inverted hammer to start this weekly, which that can be pulled down here, and it could maybe come down even and signify reversal. Who knows? But it's tough to say. The week just started. Daily is pushing up. We need to get over here. And this is the crazy thing about this. Last night, we pushed up to that technical resistance, which kind of sucks in a way. We came all the way up to that 65,730, and now we started pushing down. Now is where you got to be careful. Is this going to continue on, or are we going to get a reversal here and then push out? We did a nice job consolidating so that we could get some consolidation here out of Bitcoin. But our technical move up, we've almost finished that move now back to the top. The good thing is, though, if we're looking at this, we could pull off new targets. I mean, we're not stretching to say there's a V-shaped recovery there. So now that we know there's a V-shaped recovery, let's make this a little easier to see. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. So if it's a V-shaped recovery, it's going to be the depth of the drop down. It's the depth. That's how you measure the length of the move if it plays bullish. So let's just say it bounces out of here. Well, off of that V shape, I mean, you're talking about closer to 70K. So we got to watch this very closely to start this week, because Bitcoin, although it corrected here a little bit in the 30-minute, it's got a possible reversal candle here. And if that's the case, we're not done yet. We are not done by a long shot if that's the case. These overzealous corrections we got, even with XRP, went down to 524. XLM's at 11.0816, down 0.12%. Nice reversal candle here in the 30-minute. If these play out for reversal, this is a beautiful sign. It's a beautiful sign. We're right up at resistance. We're right up at the pattern drop. And now we're back testing. You don't want to see it get rejected, but if we break back up within there, there is opportunity here for movement. 30 minutes of reversal candle. 4 hourly looks like a hammer candle. That's very interesting. Need to get back above that 11.1 level just to get back into this ascending formation. But it does look like it's trying to reverse here a little bit. 2 hourly doesn't look great, but the candles that are coming behind it are starting to signify that we could be trying to have this reversal. Nothing's guaranteed though, because if you get a rejection here, then it's just going to keep coming farther down. And if you can't get past 11.1, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity to the downside. But we'll see what Bitcoin does. This is all going to be contingent on Bitcoin. This could be an overzealous back off here or push down to support. But some of these are showing signs of pushing down, but trying to tease little reversals. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Not much we can say right now until we start to see a trend set this week. It'll all based on Bitcoin too. If Bitcoin does push up there, it's going to be interesting. We have an overzealous dump on Casper down to 2859. And current times are at 2885. That W reversal is still intact. It is showing signs if this could bounce out at a weird inverse pattern. Like a weird inverse head and shoulder. It's not typical the way it is though. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then if it does bounce out, you could see this. It's just, this is interesting. The factory fell below this area. Now you got to get back above, which that's around the 294 level, so watch Casper very closely. The XRP Bitcoin pairing's up 0.6%. That's in another tricky spot. Could be putting in a right arm. We have a death cross here in the 2 hourly. 50 went through, or the 20 went through the 200. So now we need to push past above 845. Otherwise, you could find yourself back down here and trying to see if we are holding the back test at about 813. So XRP Bitcoin pairing's been a little flat since we've seen that rally, but that's what happens. Now we need to see if we can hold a technical support level and see if we can push back up. So there is a lot of mystifying stuff here at the start of the new week. It's not exactly the clearest bullish sign we've ever seen, but we'll see if we can work off some short-term reversals, but like the 2 hourly engulfing to the downside. 30 minutes trying to tell a different story, trying to push back up. But like I said, if this just pulls down a little bit, you're going to get just a reversal candle, and then we might be able to play out of here. It's very tricky, though. We're going to have to see how these next few hours play out. But for XRP, it's very clean. 52.5 cents you're going to want to hold. And if it falls through that, 50.8 is last stand support on that cup and handle. Bitcoin, we want to get back over... though we have a reversal candle in the 30, we've got to come all the way back up here still and break back over 65,800. We had one attempt here, we rounded back down. Otherwise, it could turn into a little bit of a bearish overtone. But it's the start of a new week. I expect to see some fireworks here starting at about 10:30, 11 a.m. And that's just the way it usually works out in the USA on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. So let's get through some of this reading, though, because this is important. So first of all, Ripple lawsuit to see SEC response on Monday. XRP nears 4.5 million mark in liquidity pools. Ripple locked in liquidity pools on the automated market maker, AMM, crossed 4.5 million on Monday. SEC versus Ripple lawsuit to see filing from the regulator by May 6th deadline. XRP touches high of 53 cents, climbs towards 57 cent target is likely. Ripple XRP closed above 52 cents on Sunday and resumed its climb on Monday, May 6th. Sentiment among market participants is positive as traders await Securities and Exchange Commission SEC response filing. And XRP locked in automated market maker AMM liquidity pools crossed 4.31 million. Ripple holders are awaiting the SEC's response filing by the May 6th deadline. The SEC alleges Ripple of unregistered security sale and has asked the court to levy a $2 billion fine on the payments remittance firm. The financial regulator and Ripple are arguing on what the latter labels new expert material, and the SEC defends as facts and statements from SEC Assistant Accountant Andrea Fox. Ripple defended its motion to strike new expert materials, and the SEC is expected to file its response on Monday. The court is expected to rule on the matter of the penalties imposed on the payment firm in May. Another key catalyst influencing XRP price is AMM on the XRP ledger that offers a passive income to participants. Data from XRP scan shows that over 4.31 million XRP tokens have been staked in liquidity pools on the AMM. This marks an important milestone for Ripple, and the rise in staked XRP shows rising confidence among XRP holders. Ripple closed above 52 cents. On Sunday, the altcoin resumed its upward trend on Monday, hitting a high of 53 cents at the time of writing. XRP is making steady progress towards its April 22nd peak of 57 cents. The altcoin faces resistance at 55 cents, the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level of the decline from April 9th top of 64.31 to April 13th low of 41.88 cents. The moving average convergence divergence MACD indicator shows green histogram bars above the neutral line, combined with the recent crossover of MACD above the signal line. It supports XRP price recovery, which is very interesting. XRP price needs to close above 53 cents, the 50% Fibonacci retracement level of the decline between April 9th and 13th, to sustain its uptrend. A close below this level could invalidate the bullish thesis, and XRP could dip to support at 48.68 cents, a level that has acted as support on the weekly time frame. It depends on the transactions according to the court ruling, just blah, blah, blah. We don't need to see all those question answers. So that was what's going on, not just with the Ripple lawsuit, a little bit of news, what we're waiting for on the 6th, but also the liquidity pools nearing 4.5 million mark, which is fascinating. And last thing I wanted to read was Whales moved 28 million XRP before Ripple versus SEC's May 6th deadline. So the Ripple versus SEC legal battle heats up as investors await clarity. XRP is standing tall, keeping its foothold at the critical 54 cent level. A crucial defense against further market dips. A massive transfer of 28 million XRP by a mysterious whale to Bitstamp sparks speculation. Some see it as a sell-off due to legal uncertainty, while others view it as part of Ripple's liquidity strategy. The whale transfer comes before the SEC's deadline for filing its reply brief. Despite market volatility, XRP rises over 2% as crypto recovers. Despite bearish market conditions, XRP has surged 2.59%, 9% over the past week, driven by substantial buying activity from derivatives traders ahead of the SEC's impending reply to Ripple's opposition to Fox's testimony. What is to come? So there's the 28.24 million XRP transferred to Bitstamp worth $14,948,393 United States dollars. And it was transferred from an unknown wallet to Bitstamp. So a mysterious whale known by the wallet address R4WF7, we've seen this before, has sent shockwaves through the market by moving a large amount of XRP. The whale transferred 28.24 million XRP tokens valued at $14.94 million to the Bitstamp exchange. This move comes after several significant XRP transfers to centralized exchanges by the same whale in recent weeks, sparking intense speculation about the reasons behind these transactions. Some analysts believe it could be indicative of a strategic sell-off, suggesting uncertainty about XRP's future due to ongoing legal issues. Others speculate that it might be part of Ripple's liquidity management strategy. So the upcoming SEC response to potential challenges and the legal tug-of-war between Ripple and the SEC investors are on edge as they await the SEC's reply brief due by May 6th, with the redacted versions expected by May 8th. Ripple's earlier motion to strike expert testimony from the SEC's opening brief has added tension to the legal battle. Ripple contested the inclusion of testimony from Andrea Fox, arguing that her identity and testimony weren't disclosed during discovery. However, the SEC defended Fox's role as a summary witness, exempt from disclosure requirements. Ripple's reply brief highlighted the SEC's failure to address key cases cited in its motion. Legal experts like Bill Morgan predicted Ripple's potential loss, with some suggesting a deposition for Ripple. XRP's price has surged 2.59%, yada, 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 as it's no longer trading at 54.3, more like 53.2. So, and Ripple transfer of another 60 million XRP. So here's what happened. So XRP has seen considerable buying interest as after Ripple moves to lock 800 million XRP in escrow last week, reducing circulating supply in 3 separate allocations, 100, 200, and 500 million. And Ripple's transfer of another 60 million XRP to an unknown wallet has also sparked speculation within the XRP community. Notably, The derivatives market has witnessed significant buying activity with XRP futures open interest exceeding 1.42 billion XRP. Please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this update. If you're looking to trade XRP in the USA or abroad with no VPN, and make sure the exchange is up during high times of volatility, and the lowest fees on leverage and spot trading that I've seen in the USA for me personally, that's BITUNIX in the video description below and or pinned comments. You don't even need to do a KYC unless you're sending or receiving from a bank account, so just consider that. Other than that, please make sure to hit that like button. If you do appreciate my work, consider sending one YouTube super chat per month or joining Tom's Army, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Have a blessed morning, everybody.